We got an important message tonight.
The Dan Yorke State of Mind program is brought to you in part by Lookout Rhode Island and Takeo Comfort Solutions.
Good evening. Great to have you in. Thanks very much for making the choice to watch the program either here on Friday night on Fox or on Sunday night on WPRI 12. The timing of this broadcast is important but unimportant in the sense that I'm not going to be reviewing any news. I'm not going to spend any time opining on any specific story. We recorded this broadcast on the last day of September, correct? Yes, September 30th. And put it in the can, as we say in our business, simply because of some programming schedule issues. But it's a conversation that I want to have, and I hope that you've seen at least within a couple of weeks of its airing, because the timeliness of COVID, vaccinations, and all of the hoopla and controversy and real hand-wringing that surrounds it, it seems like it's never going to go away. And I don't think the 2 weeks lag time between us recording this program and you seeing it, if it is that long, is going to quell that. It just seems like it gets worse, not better. So I play golf at a place called the Pawtucket Country Club, which is a pristine golf course, and I have the acquaintance of meeting a guy by the name of Norm Beauregard, who I only learned had COVID after he had beaten it from his brother. And you know, when I saw him the other day, I said, "Hey, how you doing, Norm?" And he's like, "Oh, he looked great to me, but his story is profound, and other broadcast venues have told the story." I know that he contacted or spoke at length with the governor about it because he was so concerned about the message of vaccination. And so he is no limelight seeker, I can promise you that, and is probably pretty tentative about being here. But he said this story needs to get out. And so we're going to talk about it tonight. Look, on the issue of vaccinations and the like, we see these comments by our health officials all the time, like Dr. Chan.
We're hoping that people look at the data, the science, listen to the experts on reasons. We're hoping that people stay away from things like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, which can be a source of misinformation. They're safe, they're effective, they work, and we all want to end the COVID pandemic.
Yeah, I mean, it just... Look, every day, weekdays 3 to 6 on the radio, we have our batch of folks who dial the show and contend with me, the legitimacy, the safety, the rationale on vaccination. I try to keep an open mind and listen, but I really am losing patience with it, to be honest with you. So much relies on a I don't know what the number is. No one's told us what the fully vaccinated level would be to get this economy back to its normalcy, to get our kids back in school to its normalcy. But look, when it comes right down to it, every once in a while, I just saw another headline in addition to this one, which came out this week. And I don't want to highlight this gentleman, but I mean, that family decided to put his story, and I'm praying that when you see this show, that he is still either fighting or has beaten this disease. But he also was one of those guys who just waited and waited and waited and waited and then got it, and then it got him. And he's been battling in the hospital ever since with more machines than Carter's got pills. Norm is here and is going to tell his story. He actually put together an entire narrative for me for notes, but I'm thinking that you could probably speak this conversation right off the top of your head because you lived it. Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
How many days in the hospital?
I spent 60 days in the hospital.
6-0.
6-0.
Not 16, 60.
6-0. Conscious and alert, somewhat alert. You know, I was never on a ventilator. I was at the most oxygen that's possible that they could have gave me through nasal cannula and non-rebreather mask, which was over 30 liters. Any more, I would have had to go on a ventilator. So I was conscious the whole time.
Tell everybody what you do. You're a normal guy, healthy guy.
Yeah, before I got sick, I was playing ice hockey twice a week, playing golf, working 40 hours a week, and I was a very healthy and athletic person for someone my age.
Yeah, no doubt. I always thought you looked like you were in great shape. Your brother hits the ball like 6 miles. Do you hit the ball 6 miles too?
A little further.
All right, all right.
Yeah.
We've played it. All right, yeah, listen, we're gonna resolve a controversy here tonight. We're gonna start one too, but that'll be inside the family. You know, sometimes it feels like the conversation is as short as, "What are you, crazy to get the vaccine?" And then you need to take some time and actually think about what's going on here. You have photos, and I just want to, for the record, state you don't feel exploited doing this conversation, do you? Because that's the last thing that we want to do.
No, absolutely not. It's actually something I'm trying to do. I'm not a very good public speaker, but you know, I was in the hospital so long, and they told me not that many people survive that long in the hospital. So when I try to get my story out, if it could save other people, I'm happy to do it.
Yeah, listen, I can feel you. I can feel you. I know you're. You know, the term emotional is so overused and cliche, but I can feel what's on your chest right now. So feel free. Speak, emote, do whatever you got to do. I know this. I know that you really feel strongly about this, and it's probably barely anybody that you haven't come in contact with who knows you, who you haven't spoken to about this, because it's wearing on you. Even the governor, who you're friendly with on an acquaintance level, mentioned to me that he had spoken to you and that you really, really, really supported his vaccination efforts. You have very little tolerance for the anti-vaccination argument. True?
Yeah, I'm not here to make any. This isn't a political speech. I'm not here to change anybody's mind. I'm hoping my story will change your mind. And if you don't get vaccinated for yourself, get vaccinated for your family. I don't know how they can visit a relative, an elderly relative, someone that's sick, if they don't have their vaccination, you know? So,
right.
I mean, I got sick and I only had one vaccine, one dose before I got sick. And when I came out of the hospital, 2 months later, I had to wait another month until I was strong enough to get the second vaccine, because I knew there was gonna be side effects. Mm-hmm. And I was sick for 2 more days.
Yeah.
But I got over it, and I feel very confident now about going out.
Well, that's one of the interesting parts. You know, we should probably have this conversation in somewhat of a chronological order. When we come back, we will actually go through the, lack of a better term, play-by-play on this, and you're going to see some photos that aren't comfortable. Stay with us.
You know, that's going to be up to us. And when I say up to us, I mean it's really how many people get vaccinated, how many people step up and say, you know, we've had enough of this.
Yeah, well, you know, this is the conversation that constantly happens. Of course, Dr. Fauci is one of the more, for reasons that I'm still trying to figure out, polarizing characters in American life. Norm Beauregard is with me. He is a retired firefighter, rescue officer for the city of Woonsocket. He owns a painting contracting business called Professional Interiors. He's a normal, everyday guy, healthy, active, hockey player, golfer, hits the ball longer than his brother. We're going to keep that controversy going.
It's nice.
What's that?
I said that's real nice.
You said it. I'm just
Jim's a great guy.
He's a great guy. He's a great guy. He hits it a long way. That's what I'm thinking. I haven't played with Norm. That'll come up in a couple of days. Look, the conversation is compelling. It's serious. Let's start with the play-by-play. You actually gave me a list of notes, and you get the award. I've never had more show notes from a guest before. So, but I know it's important for you to have me follow this. You got COVID at the beginning of April, you say, and you did have one Moderna vaccination.
Yes.
So,
my wife and I got sick at the same time.
Who got who? And no one ever knows this stuff. Like,
we got tested. I got sick. I came home. I thought I was side effect from the vaccine. And for 2 days I was in bed, and I just got worse. I started having breathing difficulties, chills, you know, all the symptoms of COVID. So my doctor tried to, and my wife didn't have any symptoms. So my doctor tried to cure me from home. He prescribed steroids and inhalers, and nothing was working. So we went and took a test. My wife and I were both confirmed we had COVID pneumonia, and let's see, 8 days after I first got tired, I ended up in the hospital.
So the PCR test comes back positive, and then there's a separate test for COVID pneumonia, or just pneumonia?
No, they can tell you have COVID pneumonia once you get to the hospital.
Got it.
It's all breathing. You know, it's you know, when I first got into the hospital, I was on 10 liters of oxygen, and within 3 days, I was up to over 30 liters. That's how fast I deteriorated.
All right. Well, this is interesting. What have the medical experts told you about your timing with the Moderna vaccination? I mean, clearly we were told early on when we all started to get vaccinated, we who did, most of us, that the first shot had an impact, but obviously it's the second shot, and Moderna is four weeks. I had Pfizer, you had Moderna. I'm 3 weeks, you're 4 weeks, but that the actual impact of the double vaccination really was another 2 weeks out. So it's about a 5 to 6 week process. When did you think you picked up the bug proximate to that first vaccination?
They're thinking we had COVID with no symptoms prior to getting the first vaccine.
All right.
And it just happened that we got the vaccine while we had COVID without knowing about it.
Got it.
Where we got it, we don't know.
Timing is everything, right? Yeah, okay. So it's important that people understand that, because the conversation has been from health officials that, you know, once you've acquired the virus, the vaccination isn't going to help you. So
that's correct.
But for those who are thinking, this guy got the vaccine, we can nullify that instinct that some people have to fight the vaccine because it didn't help you. It's really the dose was actually almost irrelevant because you had already caught it, correct?
I believe so.
Okay. All right, so you were home at 8 days. Were you worried early on?
Was I worried?
Yeah. Not really. It seems, by your notes, you thought maybe it's just a tough cold and whatever.
Yeah, basically that's what I thought would happen when I caught COVID. Would be like, you know, I'd have some cold symptoms, be out of work for maybe a week, and get right back to it. But that wasn't the way it was. My wife ended up dropping me off at the hospital.
Bang. And back then, I mean, it's a little bit now, but back then, the restrictions were full. Nobody could visit you.
Right, 3 weeks without a visitor.
You're there 60 days, so they were able to come see you after 3 weeks?
Just my wife. They let my wife come in twice a day, and she came in twice a day every day.
So when you immediately choke up when you talk about your wife dropping you off at the hospital, and I understand why. Were you worried you weren't ever going to see her again at that time?
Not at that time. No, it was a few weeks later when one of the doctors told me there's a possibility I'll get out of the hospital. And I was like, what do you mean?
There's a possibility you'll get out of the hospital.
Yeah. So.
How did it go in the hospital?
Excuse me?
How did it go? It got worse and worse?
It got worse and worse. The nurses were fantastic. I ended up losing 40 pounds in 5 weeks.
They were a full PPE, right? Full PPE, rather.
Yeah, I was in a restricted room. I never left the room. I didn't leave the room for 50 days. You know, not even go for a walk. I was in that room for 50 days.
Nurses are fully protected.
Fully gowned, yeah. I didn't even know what any of them looked like. So.
You didn't know what they looked like? You could hear them?
Yeah, I could hear them, and they, you know, different hairstyles, but, you know, and they were good nurses, and they were great nurses, and I got to know all of them, and you know.
How many do you think you had over that period of time?
probably 30 different nurses. You know, from respiratory to just the CNAs were great. You know, I mean, the doctors, I really don't know because they only came in for 30 seconds at a time, and you know, and every question I gave a doctor was, well, everyone's different. That was the only answer I ever got. Everybody's different. How long am I going to be in here? Everybody's different. So once the doctor told me that, I asked him if I could speak to somebody that had COVID as long as I had, survived it, and he could give me some, good thoughts and tell me how he got out of the hospital. And they used the HIPAA law for not allowing that to happen. So I said, why don't you call somebody that has been sick, that's home now, and have them call me, because I would do that for anybody. If somebody wanted to talk to me, I would talk to them.
It was a lonely existence.
It was. So
every day felt like what, a year?
It was just, every day just rolled into the next, you know, and after a few weeks it was like, when am I getting out of here? And it was just...
I've been in the hospital for a multi-day period of time in my life, and I think it was 5 or 6 days. Felt like forever. Very isolating. You wonder about what's the world outside the hospital doing?
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
right?
I did have the cell phone. At some point, I was too weak to even answer it. But seeing my wife twice a day picked me up every time she came in.
But it was a 3-week stretch to get there.
3 weeks, and then...
Was she allowed to come in because they thought you were getting worse, or that you were stable?
I really believe that's true. That they thought I was getting worse, and then she had COVID, and let's make sure she gets to come in.
Nobody else?
My boys all visited me once to say goodbye.
I'm going to say at the end, but thank God there was no end. But at what juncture? She came in 3 weeks, and they came in when?
My son came in with my wife.
There's the family. Looking good.
Yeah. That's maybe a week after I got home.
You're looking, that's Norm is second from the left, and looking a lot thinner. I never thought you to be a heavy guy, and you've gained all the weight back, it seems.
That was my high school weight.
As your high school weight. Well, we all want the high school weight, but as you say in your notes,
it's not the way to lose it.
That's not the way to get back to the high school weight, is it? Right. But the family was able to see you when?
One at a time. My youngest son came in first with just to say hi. He came home from Washington D.C. to keep my wife company. My middle son graduated from the police academy. He came in the day of graduation to show me his uniform. And my oldest son visited me soon after that.
All these life-ending moments that you just never expected. When we come back, what Norm got and how we got out. Stay with us. There's 40 pounds later, and not looking that good. You look so much better now, it's unbelievable. You look like the old guy again. Are you back to the old weight or a little less?
Just a little less.
Yeah, and how did you put the weight back on? Just normal? Just normal stuff?
I just eating good, I wasn't eating in the hospital. My wife was actually force-feeding me in the hospital.
Yeah, I bet. So listen, I spent an extraordinary amount of time there talking about how it felt for you, because I want people to get the sense of what you were dealing with. But the curiosity is going to be, how'd you get out? I mean, how did you beat it? 5 rounds of remdesivir didn't work.
Didn't work.
You were in a desperate state. You actually, a doctor friend sent you a text about a drug called fluvoxamine that was not FDA approved. And you said to the doctors what?
I asked them, I showed them the article, and I said, I want to try this. And first I asked for a 6th round or 7th round of remdesivir, and they said no, they wouldn't do that. So then I asked them for the fluvoxamine, and they said it's not approved by the FDA. So it's a antidepressant. So I just told them I'm depressed, and who wouldn't?
But it
be?
opens up the lungs a little
But
bit.
it's proven to open up the alveoli in the lungs. So as soon as I said I was depressed, they gave me the drug, and 3 days later I took a turn.
So it wasn't FDA approved for COVID,
right?
But it's for others. So
right.
So you made up a symptom. But don't tell me you weren't depressed being in the hospital all that time anyway.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not like you were lying. But you were active for yourself, is what you're saying.
Right.
So your question is why that drug hasn't been thrown into the mix.
Well, my question is like, why did, you know, thank God that I have friends that were doing research while I was sick and came up with this drug, and I was able to talk to doctors into finally giving it to me. I mean,
how fast did you come back? Only a few minutes. I could spend all day with
right.
it. How fast did you come back after you took that?
3 days later, I started feeling better, and 10 days later, I was in rehab, learning how to walk and
What was it like
shower.
when you walked out of the hospital? The staff was happy, huh?
The staff was very happy, yeah, because they probably don't see it that often from somebody that has been in that long. So, but
right.
the thing is, you're right. I truly believe fluvoxamine saved my life, and if anybody lost a family member in the hospitals in Rhode Island, knowing that that drug possibly saved my life, you should check to see if their loved one was given that drug.
All right, listen, pal. I'm out of time. I could talk to you all day. Your eyes and your quiver tell the story of how important this is for you. 30 seconds. What's your message for the people who won't get vaccinated? Whatever it is.
Well, you know, some people are saying that they don't want to take the vaccine because they don't know what's in it. I noticed a scar on my arm this morning. It's been there my whole life, most of my life. It's a little round circle that I was vaccinated in probably first grade. Our parents didn't ask what was in that. I didn't ask what was in that. And it scarred you. This is just a needle, twice, 2 needles, and hopefully it'll save your life or someone else's life. Like I said, I'm not trying to talk you into it. I hope my story helped out and hopefully it changes somebody's mind.
Good. Second lease on life, huh?
I was doing just fine with the first lease. But yes, you were correct.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Dan.
Final word. Wait back. You got people around you that don't want to be vaccinated? Have a look at the show online at WPRI.com. Good night.